Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a cleaning with me kind of video. I'm going to be taking you along for my daily adventures in keeping my house clean with a family of 5 children and a husband and a cat. And that's no easy feat, and I'm going to confess to you right off the bat that I am not a natural cleaner. This is definitely not my strong suit. I have had to learn a lot as I have gone along, being a mother and a wife and trying to keep the house tidy. And so I'm going to be sharing with you as we go through the video, just my tips and philosophies and sort of struggles I've had and maybe how I'm working on overcoming them when it comes to keeping a house tidy. So with all that being said, let's just jump into it. Let's begin by talking a little bit about where I've come from on my cleaning journey so you can better understand where I am today. So I've never been a natural cleaner. Am I a complete slob? No. I do love organization and I always aim to have a structure for things, but I'm just not as good at it as I would like to be, and in many ways, keeping my house organized and clean feels like flowing against the stream of my personality. Thankfully, I have always been good about keeping dishes and laundry under control, so that has always prevented my home from becoming a complete wreck. But cleaning is very much a skill that I'm having to learn, as well as the discipline to take time off of things that feel more important or more exciting to do the seemingly mundane tasks of daily housekeeping. Up until moving into our new home, which has a brand new dishwasher, I have actually never had a dishwasher in my entire life. Growing up, we didn't have one, and we were expected to help wash dishes every day. In my entire 10 years of marriage thus far, I hadn't had a dishwasher either. It wasn't something I missed. However, now that I have it, I am enjoying it. Now that we are close to our extended family, we are having lots more group dinners, and the dishwasher is so handy for when there are loads of dirty dishes at a time. I was also really excited recently to find a brand of eco-friendly, biodegradable, more natural dishwasher tablets that use enzymes and other things, and so far they're keeping my dishes just as clean as the conventional dishwasher tablets, so that's really good. The current state of my home, you may notice it's not too dirty to begin with, but we have recently moved into a new home that was thoroughly cleaned for us before moving in, and so you're definitely not seeing as bad as my house can get in more of a cleaning maintenance mode, which is wonderful, and I'd like to challenge myself and see how long I can keep this tidy house. Not through going crazy with stress, but simply through setting up a basic structure where I do some basic cleaning tasks every day and rotate other important tasks throughout the week or throughout the month. I'm also trying to set up just some better basic ground rules for my kids about how to behave in the house in a way to prevent damage mostly, but also to help keep it clean. So if you're coming to this video and your house is super messy and you're feeling discouraged, just know that the house you're currently seeing in this video is not reflective of all the house phases that I've gone through in the past. For instance, after my last baby was born, my house was quite bad because, first of all, we'd been living in that house for 4 years, which is 4 years worth of more clutter that had built up and so on. And also I'd had very low energy for most of my pregnancy, and I also take the first 6 weeks postpartum very easy. So yeah, my house had gotten to be quite messy, and that was okay, but it was overwhelming at the time. When I first got married, I knew basically nothing about cleaning. I had had chores growing up, but they mostly revolved around kitchen things, cooking meals and helping to clean up from meals and washing dishes. Nothing really to do with cleaning. I also always viewed people with very clean homes as being stressed and angry at their family all the time, and I didn't want to be like that. So although I did try to clean, especially when I had more time before having kids, I never viewed it as a huge priority. I have also always been a natural minimalist, so that has helped me. I love getting rid of things, and that was a necessary skill when we lived in a tiny apartment with 3 young kids. But when it comes to cleaning, it's just not my forte, and I've also in the past been very averse to using the chemicals that are typically used to clean homes, so that sort of became another excuse to not prioritize house cleaning. Now, one good habit that I have always maintained within reason is that of cleaning my kitchen as soon after a meal as possible. I know myself, and I know that if I were to let dirty dishes and food mess build up, I would just become too overwhelmed to get it done and would grow to hate kitchen cleaning. It would also just be really gross. So I am trying to apply that same philosophy to house cleaning now, which I have always let build up in the past, and so whenever I get around to doing it, I dislike it. So now I'm trying to do a little bit each day, and it helps me enjoy it and not find it so overwhelming. Also found that once I get into the cleaning zone, especially if I am cleaning when my husband has taken the kids out or something, I can actually find a lot of joy and satisfaction in it. Cleaning can really be a form of meditation, and a clean home can be such a great boost for our mental clarity. Let's face it, sometimes chemical products can be a little more convenient. However, my main cleaning products generally are double strength cleaning vinegar, and I do like some Mrs. Meyer's spray and things like that. Also, just a word for you if you are in a life season where cleaning simply cannot be a priority. Let me talk about my experience after my last baby 5 months ago. During those first few weeks postpartum, I seriously just aimed to forget about the house because, as important as having a relatively tidy house is, in that special period of time, my healing, mental and emotional health and bonding with my baby is more important. And you might be in a similar situation. It might not be being postpartum, but it could be something else where you have to put other things above the tidiness of your home, or maybe just lower your house cleaning standards, and that's just part of life. So after my baby was born, once I got past my first few weeks of total rest, once I was aiming to keep my house a little more tidy, I just began focusing my effort more on decluttering my surroundings, because that is the first step to actually cleaning the house. And it's one of the best ways to preventing the house from getting really bad in the first place, especially when you have kids. If you have a bunch of extra stuff around or tons of toys, it doesn't take long for the house to become a complete wreck. But if you can minimize clutter and just put clutter away, then it really helps. Hi everyone, good morning. It is Wednesday morning and I have an interview coming up at 11. It's now just after 10, and so I would normally be at my studio right now, but I'm just staying home and getting some things done around the house while I'm waiting. So I'm just going to do a little vacuuming and just general tidying of the bathroom. I've already done a bit of that, but I decided I may as well break out my camera, so here we go. Shortly after my last baby was born, I discovered a helpful free online tool called the Clean Mama Routine. I will link her website below. It's basically a way of viewing cleaning as spreading out throughout the week and month rather than having one cleaning day per week when you have to spend many hours cleaning because it is all built up. With this routine, you instead have certain daily essential cleaning tasks, plus 1 or 2 weekly tasks per day that you rotate through. So the main daily cleaning tasks that alone will give you a really good baseline level of cleanliness are: check the floors and sweep or vacuum them if necessary, clean the counters, make the beds, do a load of laundry, and declutter. In more survival times, I also focus more on what I consider to be the essentials, namely keeping the kitchen tidy and the dishes washed, the bathroom cleaned at least once a week, and laundry under control. And then some of the weekly tasks that one rotates through are things like dusting and mopping, while there are other tasks such as cleaning the baseboards that are done less frequently. Clean Mama has an online calendar that distributes this all very conveniently for you into one day lists of cleaning tasks, like a calendar. But I'm going to confess that so far I haven't been following the actual calendar because for the past several months I've been in survival mode, what with having a baby and then moving. So I've been simply focusing on the main daily tasks of floors, counters, decluttering, and laundry. My boys are expected to make their own beds, at least in theory, and I always make my own bed every morning because it just makes me happy to have my room looking nice at least. By the way, I'm not sponsored in any way by Clean Mama. I just honestly have found it really helpful in the past few months, and that's why I'm passing it on to you. So now that we are settling into our new house and I'm feeling very motivated to keep it clean, I am wiping down the toilets and bathroom sinks every few days or more as necessary, mopping once a week, or at least aiming to, and spot cleaning the floors as necessary. I'm also aiming to dust everything once a week, and I keep aiming to get on the actual Clean Mama calendar routine, and I probably will at some point, but I'm just naturally more of a go with the flow person, so I don't know how realistic following an actual calendar is for me. Okay everyone, that's everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you gained some motivation or some camaraderie when it comes to your own house cleaning adventures, and stay tuned for another video from my real life.